Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Anyway, cut out. So I'm doing some brown stew chicken. Now this is my chicken right here, already washed, seasoned, and all of that. You can see some of the seasonings right there. Right, I added some browning, well seasoned, guys. No liquid to the bottom. I always say when you season your meat, the seasoning must hold on your meat, whatever it is, chicken, fish, pork, beef, lamb, whatever it is, it must hold to the meat and not run to the bottom of the bowl or whatever you put it in. Right? So this is my meat here. I got different parts of the meat. I got a piece of gizzard, I got a piece of neck, piece of thigh, a wing cut. I got different parts in here. So this is my chicken right here, and I have like three small potatoes, and I cut them. You could cut it in any shape or form you want. It is your potatoes, your stuff. Cut it however you want. So I just cut it in two because not everybody like potatoes, so I just do three small ones. Yeah, three small ones, and I cut it in two pieces. So here now I have my onions, half of a tomatoes, a little green seasoning, sweet pepper, thyme, a piece of cinnamon stick right there, bay leaf, and carrots. Right, the carrots is our Bajan local carrots. I love that. I love the local carrots. I love the foreign carrots too, but I don't have the foreign carrots, so I'm using our Bajan local carrots right there. Now you cut your vegetables in any shape or form, as I always say. Cut your things to suit you. Right. So let's get into it. I have my oil already heated, so let's get into browning these chicken parts, chicken wings. I have every piece of chicken in here, guys, you could think about. And guys, you could cut your pieces however you want to cut them. If you want to cut it smaller, you could cut it smaller. It's up to you. I know some persons like burn sugar, but guys, I can't get sugar burned for nothing. That is a skill I gotta try and work on. I can't get sugar to burn for nothing. I don't know why I can't get it do. For me to get sugar burn, you won't like to see the amount of mess and everything I just be creating to get sugar burn. I don't know what happened to me and sugar that I can't get it burn. So you know what? I just stick to what I know. Browning. And the browning these days, I don't know what's going on with them because it ain't giving you the color that you want in one time. You gotta show like actually half of the bottle to get the color of the meat that you wanted. I don't know what's going on with browning these days. So I got to work on my skill of burning sugar. I have to work on that. I don't know how I can get to do, but I will try. So this is my chicken here that I'm adding to the oil. Nice. Piece of neck. Guys, I have every piece of chicken in here. What I tell you? You could, as I said before, you could cut your chicken like just in quarters, or you could cut it smaller than this that I have here, or you could, it's up to you. It's up to you how you want to cut your chicken. I could smell, I could not, because it's I doing it, or because that I get my own green seasoning, do my own green seasoning from scratch. But I can tell you guys, I could smell everything that I have in my green seasoning. You know what I tell you? I can actually, the flavor actually hitting me in my nose. I just love to smell some fresh grinded green seasoning. I don't know why, but I just love to smell it. I love the smell of it. Right, I love the smell of it. So this is my chicken here, all getting color. I didn't put a lot of oil because I don't want my stew to be oily, and then the chicken will give off some oil too. It don't have fat on it because I actually take it off. The fat, which in the chicken wasn't fatty anyhow, but I take off what was there, so the chicken is not fatty. Just the skin that will produce a little fat, but it is not fatty, guys. It is not. So my chicken, my heat is actually up. My heat is actually up because I don't want it to, it's stew and it's chicken, and this will cook fast. This is not beef or lamb or pork. This will cook fast. Let me turn them because I don't want it to burn. Some of them ain't ready to turn yet. Some of them actually ain't ready to turn yet. You see that wing right here? That wing right here is mine. You could talk short. That wing right there is mine. And that chicken neck right there, my eyes on the two of them. The neck and the wing. So guys, you see the color already, the chicken already browning off. Yeah, it already browning off. These ones that I put in first already browning off. You see the brownness right there? You can see it. It's already getting a color. This smells so good. I ain't gonna tell you. This smells so good. And this saucepan that I cooking into, this cook pretty fast, so I gotta watch myself with it. I really gotta watch myself with it and the heat, because it does cook fast. Ooh, this smells so good. I could just eat this just like this, but unfortunately it have to cook properly. It have to cook properly. Right, I turn every one of them. See, it already have color. You want it to have color and not burnt. It's just the color you want it. You don't want it to burn. And some persons, when the chicken already browned off, they take it out of the pot or whatever they're cooking it in, the skillet or whatever they're cooking it in, and start doing the veggies from scratch and add the chicken to it. No, you can do it that way, but I won't be doing it that way because I wanted everything to be in one pot. You know, we Bajans would say one pot, so I will be doing it at one pot. I won't be taking out nothing. I will just let my chicken brown off and then add everything together and just let everything caramelize. I won't be taking out nothing or nothing, so that is not me. It browning off very nicely. It is not burning, it just browning. That's why it called brown stew, right? That's why it called brown stew. They got another thing that person is using. I can't remember. Another brown sauce. I can't remember what it is. I will go get the name and then tell you in another video. I can't remember what it is, but you could use that too to get the brownness. I can't remember what it is. I will get the name and let you know in another stew video. Because there are many ways you could cook brown stew. Many ways. You know, everybody cook different, right? Every country, every island, everybody cook different. So there's different things you could use in your brown stew or your whatever meat you're using to brown to do your stew, right? They got different ways of cooking it. They got some persons don't even do this. Some persons is just adding the necessary first, like the carrots, the onions, and whatever, the thyme and whatever, and then add the meat. But I don't like that. I just let the liquid from the meat to burn off first. I don't like taste that meat water in my gravy, in my stew. I don't like how it is tastes. I don't know about persons, but I don't like it. So I just like my meat to do like this first, then add whatever necessary to it. Right, I like that first. So yes guys, see my meat just doing its thing right there, and it smells so good. It smells like you can eat it already. As I say, however your food smell, let it taste. Don't let it taste and the smell be totally different. No. If it smells good, if it smells yummy, if it smells eatable already, however it smells to you, let it taste the same way. So look at that there guys. Look at that. Look at that. It is not burning, it is just browning off. It's just cooking sweet. This way it will not take long to cook. When you add in your veggies and your potatoes and things, it will not take long to cook. When your potatoes and things actually cook, you can turn it off because your meat already cooked. You don't want it to like melt away in the pot. Ooh, it smells good guys. Just smells good. You want your meat to be whole. You don't want it to melt away. I mean, come on now, it's chicken. How long do chicken take to cook? Not long. I mean, if you're cooking pork or lamb or something, it's different, but this is chicken. See guys, it is not burnt. See, the bottom is not burnt. It's just cooking slowly. I'm browning it off very nicely. This chicken in here is mine. I keep saying it all the time. See, it is not burnt. Not burnt. No burnt food, no burnt food. It's just browning off very nicely. In the next couple minutes, I will be adding all the ingredients that I showed you before. Right, I'll be adding all of that in the next couple minutes because this is actually browned off already. As you can see, it actually browned off. And I got my hot water on standby so that the cooking process will keep to the same temperature. It won't break down. Don't forget guys, when you're cooking, always have hot water so that it could keep the cooking process going. Alright. I will add some hot water to the bowl that I had the chicken in before to get that extra That additional seasoning is not much because all the seasoning was already hold on to the chicken. And guys, I had my chicken already marinated from last night. Yeah, I had it marinated from last night, so there's not much seasoning was in that bowl left. Or the seasoning actually hold on to the meat, which I love. I don't like all the seasonings and everything just run off the meat. No. When you're eating the meat, you won't taste it that sour. You want to taste the seasoning onto your meat. For me, I love to taste my seasoning onto my meat. I don't know about anybody else. I love to taste my seasoning onto my meat. I mean, everybody different. Some persons don't, some persons do. But I love to taste my seasoning onto my meat. Browning off very nicely. Guys, I'm showing you this step by step. This is how I does my brown stew. If you want, you could add ketchup, but I'm not adding no ketchup because of the tomato that I have there already. I'm not adding no ketchup. This is brown stew. I'm actually doing a brown stew. So all my chicken parts already browned off. You can see right there, brown, brown, brown. So I'll be adding my veggies now. I'll be adding my veggies, everything here. My green seasoning. Why I add that little, that's like a teaspoon of green seasoning, because I don't have any choice, no choice. Right, I don't have any choice, so I just added that spoonful of green seasoning. I don't really like keep choice because it is dry up so fast, and I don't like that. I don't like that. So I'll be adding my potatoes now. Add my potatoes right there. And I just add some hot water to the pan that I had the chicken in. I just add some hot water in there, so I'll be adding it to the side and not on the meat because it takes away the color from the meat. See the cooking process still going on because of the temperature of the water that I added just now. Right, so let me stir everything in. I think it wants a little bit more water. Let me add a little bit more water. I want a little bit more water. Right. This water that I add now, this will work. Right. This is what I wanted. A nice brown stew chicken. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just whoa. And the browning that I used, guys, it was actually a little bit. So what I'll be doing now, I add water to the bowl. So I will add that in there. As I said, the brownings is not like before. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. They need to up the game. They need to up the game with the browning, because I don't know what happened. So time to flavor the pot now. time to flavor the pot, so let's get in with it. Black pepper, black pepper. Can't go wrong with some turmeric powder, not much because the turmeric will change the color of the brown stew. But knowing that I love my turmeric in everything that I done, I will add my turmeric powder. Some pepper flakes. This brown stew will be a little spicy, which I don't mind because everybody in the house loves spicy. Is either spice, whatever stew it is, they love it. That's paprika that I just added. Yeah, that's paprika. And I will add some dry parsley because I don't have fresh parsley. So some dry parsley right there. Add that there. I will not be adding no dry seasoning because I add some already to the chicken when I was marinating it. All I will be adding is some, well, not some, one Maggi bouillon. That's all I will be adding there. I like to like crumble my bouillon because I don't like add it all. I don't like add it whole just like that. I like crumble it because it melts better to me in the food. If you add it whole, sometimes the food might done and you still seeing the whole bouillon to the bottom of the pot or in somebody plate. But I don't like that. I don't know how that gets so. I don't like that. So this is my brown stew here, guys, and everything that I add to it. This wants nothing more. I didn't add it. You could add a whole pepper, but I did not do that because it already carrying a heat. And anybody want anything hotter than this, they should just add hot sauce to the food, I guess. But you could add a hot pepper, drop a hot pepper, yeah. But this have spices already. The green seasoning already carrying a heat. Then I added the black pepper. Then I added the paprika, which got a heat too. Then the pepper flakes. No, guys, this wants nothing more. All this want right now is to simmer. Let me put on the lid. Let me put on the lid. Put on the lid. Right, put on the lid, and that this wants nothing more. All this want to do right now is cook. Just cook. Some persons add sugar to the sauce, but I won't do that because we Bajans don't use a lot of sugar, to tell you the truth. The sugar, and we just trying to get off of the sugar and the sweets. You know, the got diabetes going around, so we trying to keep that down. So I would not add no sugar to that. It's not a sugar pot, it's a brown stew chicken. So, and I don't want my hand to get that heavy because sometimes you might be tasting the sugar instead of tasting the actually flavors that you add to the pot. I don't want that. Let the natural flavors work. Like everything that I just put in, let a natural flavor work. You know, sometimes natural benefits works. I gotta try that. That is something that I promised myself to try. Like, don't use, like, you see, like the dry seasonings, like try to ease up using some of them and just use like more herbsy, and just use a little salt and see how it works for me. I would try it for myself before I try it for anybody. I would try it for myself first just to get a hand of it, to see how it works. You see this saucepan right here? This saucepan is cooked so fast. So here I tell you, like, you see that not much of a steam that coming out, just a little bit, but all the rest is steaming. They just doing it thing This is cooked so fast. I love this saucepan right here. This is my favorite saucepan in the house because it cooks fast. You don't have to up the heat because I don't cook with a lot of heat. I always say let the food take its time and cook. Don't rush the pot. The pot well done. It is you. It's not the pot, It's you. It's how you start your food. It will finish. Just take your time. And you don't want all the flavor in the sauce. You want it in the meat. You want the flavors in the meat. So just lower your heat and let the heat do it work. And it all depends on how you season your meat too, Even if you season your meat with like, you see like some persons are seasoning the meat overnight and leave it. I does it sometimes too. Like on a Sundays, you see when you go do Sunday foods, we just season our meat like from Saturday night and put it to the bottom of the fridge for Sunday. This chicken, as I said before, I seasoned this for last night. I cut it up, I cleaned it, I washed it, had it marinating, and then I had it like my salting and then I marinated overnight to cook today. So all the flavors they actually gone into the chicken. And I actually had some dry seasoning along with the green seasoning. That is why I'm not adding much of a dry seasoning, only the pepper flakes, the paprika, because I did not add any paprika to the chicken when I was marinating it last night. I just add green seasoning. That is all. The green seasoning and I think some complete seasoning and a little pink salt. Not much, just a little bit, because salt, it doesn't matter what salt it is, pink or white, it does give off water overnight or even in your pot. That is why I don't add salt to my green seasoning, because I don't like my green seasoning watery. To tell you the truth, I like my green seasoning dry, so that when I cooking or I seasoning any meat, it must able to hold on my meat. So I do not really add salt. And even rice, even when you cook rice, like, alright, they got some persons add salt to rice. I am not against adding salt to rice. You can add salt to rice, but I'm telling you about me, right? When the salt in the rice, like when the rice left over, you could see like water to the bottom. That is from the salt. But you could use your salt, It's not that you have to stop using salt. You could use your salt because you have to get salt in your body, but just watch how many salt you're using. I do use salt, but I don't use salt in everything. You see like how I use salt. I marinate the seasoning with salt, the chicken with salt, sorry. You said how I marinated the chicken with salt last night. I will not be adding salt to my pot now, because salt already in there. You understand? I will not be doing that. And then I don't have in my green seasonings, I don't add salt either. I either put a little complete seasoning, or I will put, like, depends on how much green seasoning it is, I add 1 or 2 cubes. Depends. If I'm doing a lot, I just average, because I always have green seasoning put on. I average. If it's 1 cube, just to flavor the green seasoning, at least it must get a little taste, right? But I don't add salt because it give off in the seasoning and get it watery. But you can add salt to your seasoning. Every man to his liking, but I'm just telling you about me. I don't like it because of that. I love my seasoning hold on to my meat. I will always say that. And I love my seasoning with taste. It must got a little taste. You know, the got some persons, I don't know if any other country does it, but it got some persons like when they eating food, right? Or let me pick out one food in particular. Let me say palo. They got some persons here in Barbados. So you see when they eating palo, they're taking out that green seasoning. If not that green seasoning out the bowl, they will take out like some major seasoning and put it to the side of the food and eat it. They got some persons love to do that. So with your green seasoning already well seasoned, it got that taste that persons could actually sit down and eat it just like that. That's how some persons does it here in Barbados. I don't know about any other country, but I could talk for we does that sometimes because of the taste of the seasoning. Or like fish, if the fried fish, like let me say a flying fish, I see it a lot with flying fish, a lot. It depends because everybody fry flying fish different, right? But I see a lot of persons do it with flying fish, which and I does it too. I like to wrap my green seasoning in my flying fish and stick it with a toothpick and fry it. So all the seasoning in there. So when that finished frying out, I sit down and eat that day, enjoy that. A lot of persons do that day. I love that day too. That is it sweet. That's why I love my green seasoning to be flavored and not watery. You know, yes, it costs seasonings to season meat or whatever you're doing, but still, it must got a little flavor, you know, a little flavor with it. But I love it though. I ain't got a problem with eating green seasoning like that, but I won't do it with any and everything. I won't do it. I will do it mostly with fish. Like briefly I said just now, with the flying fish, I would do it like that here. I would eat it like that here. But other than to put it on the side of my food and eat it, I would do it, but depends on what. I would probably do it with pillow. I never did it before. I did it with the flying fish, but I never did it with the food. Never did it with the food, but I would do it. I would eat it. I don't have a problem eating it. I would eat it. But it's all about how you do your green seasoning to sit down and eat it like that. Got some persons do the seasoning and you can actually sit down and eat it and enjoy it like a hot sauce. You know how you put hot sauce inside your food or on top of your food? They got some persons will do that. And I love